Introducing first, from Ocala, Florida, former WOW World Champion, Santana Garrett!
Well, I said it, Nigel, and you just saw it. It's got to be a four-way match. That's the only way you're going to do it. Four of them in the ring at the same time. And the winner of tonight's main event will need to face the winner of next week's fatal four-way #1 contender match.
That's next week's main event as Tormenta faces Genesis, Princess Aussie, and Paola, the Colombian goat, Mayfield. That is next week's main event, but right now, David, there's Santana Garrett, the former WOW World Champion, who is getting her one-on-one shot with the 6'2" Classmaster for that WOW World Championship. This is tonight's main event.
Yes, it is. Katie Marie Jones steps in the middle.
And her opponent, accompanied by IQ superior Samantha Smart, from the Board of Education, your WOW World Champion, the Classmaster!
And the Classmaster has successfully hung on to the WOW World's Championship. As her manager, Samantha Smart, pointed out, the Classmaster has been challenged by Santana Garrett before, but also the Classmaster has had other victims, such as Princess Aussie, and of course, Paola Mayfield. But tonight, Santana Garrett gets another earned shot, by the way, at the 6'2" Classmaster. Of course, we can't forget the scene of Samantha Smart being handcuffed to that ring post. I think, David, maybe you should make that stipulation for all of the matches involving the Classmaster.
Well, she grabbed the keys out of referee Jeff McGowan's left pocket. When he went down, she was so smart to go right into the pocket and grab the keys, unlocking it but keeping Abilene Maverick locked to the pole. And she was able to grab the book that the Classmaster is holding right now and assist the Classmaster in continuing to be the world champion.
And you know who was watching that match, David? The lady who's standing across the ring from the Classmaster, the superhero, Santana Garrett. Santana Garrett, who picked up a win on that same episode. Can she unseat the 6'2" Classmaster? That's the question that we all have on our minds as referee Jeff McGowan holds up the richest prize in WOW Women of Wrestling, the WOW World's Championship. It's main event time, David.
Locking up in the middle, you noted the richest prize in WOW. And I know why you might have said that, Nigel. Don't you have the original women's championship title, Moolah's, in a beautiful case at your home in Florida?
I sure do, David, and it, of course, is available from time to time. We'll take it out, take it to different exhibitions, but that was then, this is now, and this is all about that WOW World's Championship. I can only imagine the greats like Susan Green, Tony Rhodes, and of course, Moolah, as you mentioned, are watching on with pride somewhere, be it front row seat in heaven.
I can't believe it, Nigel, that women's wrestling today through WOW Women of Wrestling has its own 24/7 channel on Pluto TV. She couldn't believe it, I bet.
It's everything like the greats, June Byers, Mildred Burke, they all worked for,
Look
weren't
at
able to get it, but
she pulled up the skirt and trapped Santana Garrett's legs as she sailed right under the bottom rope. And
My
she's
goodness.
taking advantage of it by trapping Santana and pounding away as the champion on the former champ as she goes under the skirt. Oh, I heard that one, Nigel. The people in the 5th row heard it too, that big pound to the back of Santana. She's gonna need a massage later tonight. The redness soaking in on her back as the Classmaster is demonstrating clearly why she's the champion of WOW.
it's not just the redness, the welts just popping up on the back of Santana Garrett. Now the Classmaster with the clothesline attempt, but Garrett sends the boot, unfortunately caught by Classmaster, and Santana Garrett just eats the ringside floor, David.
This is our main event tonight on WOW, and it's living up to all the action.
The Classmaster just so aggressive in this main event matchup with Santana Garrett, and the smirk, the smile on the face of Samantha Smart as she watches on ringside.
The winner of this match will get whoever takes on and wins that fatal four-way next week. The winner will wrestle one of these competitors that win tonight.
And of course, David, you talk about that proverbial target on the back. Either one of these superheroes will have that, and the winner of that fatal four-way will be the first challenger for the championship. If Santana wins, it'll be Santana. Obviously, if Classmaster retains, she will be facing the winner of next week's main event. And now, Santana Garrett sent into the turnbuckle. Moves out of the way, going for a sunset flip counter maneuver. Gets a one count on the champion, but you're gonna need 2 more seconds of her shoulders pinned to the mat for that to work, David. Santana Garrett hanging in this WOW World's Championship matchup. And as important as Samantha Smart is to the success of the Classmaster, we can't take anything away from the 6'2" Classmaster herself, who each week has gotten stronger, more powerful, more experienced, and more experience as a champion, not just a wrestler, David.
Well, everybody noted in that four-way competition, Tormenta, Aussie, Genesis, Iola Mayfield, they think they were battling to take on the Classmaster. But as I noted, it's the winner of this match. If Santana Garrett wins this match, she will be taking on next Tormenta or Princess Aussie or Genesis or Viola Mayfield. That's the way it goes. The Classmaster could be in trouble because she's not going to get an automatic renewal and rematch to fight Santana Garrett.
You know, that's a great point. Usually the champion does. Now as the Classmaster sends Santana across the ring just using her hair.
Samantha Smart is unorthodox in her agreements to book the Classmaster. She does it in one hand with tremendous confidence. On the other, she does it to be a fighting champion, and the Classmaster is showing it.
The Classmaster has had her fair share, as we mentioned at the top of this matchup, of challengers now as the submission hold applied to Santana Garrett. Referee Jeff McGowan saying no, Santana's gonna hang in this as Garrett tries to fight her way back up, but Classmaster, sensing the loss of control, just sends the face of Garrett right into the canvas, David. Listen to the fans here in the WOW Arena, cheering on Santana Garrett. And at this point, Garrett needs all the encouragement that she can get as the Classmaster. Just taking it to Garrett. The front face lock locked in to Santana Garrett. Classmaster has kept things very simple, David, but very effective.
Let's all remember, it was only 2 weeks ago, Viola, the GOAT, was the thorn in the side of Santana Garrett. And Santana Garrett able to succeed and finally get a shot at the title for tonight.
Garrett now kicking off the Classmaster, but the Classmaster just fires back with shots and now choking the former WOW World Champion on that bottom rope. And Samantha Smart getting involved, but Jeff McGowan able to see it. Thank goodness that Jeff McGowan was able to see Samantha Smart on the outside of the ring. And now the Classmaster once again hammering away on the back of Santana Garrett.
The former champ's got to find her way.
My goodness, speaking of championships, David, we cannot forget the wild championship match that was last week. And of course, I'm sure that we will be hearing from both Holly Swag, Penelope Pink, and Miami Sweetie. Santana Garrett looking for the eat defeat, but Classmaster catches it. Santana Garrett counters, and a double split, David. I don't think I've ever seen this before.
Both competitors battling. Santana, though, can't muster it all up, Nigel. She has been beaten. She is tired. You see it right there. The former champ holding on to that bottom rope, trying to gather herself, trying to get up to her feet. The Classmaster quickly up to her feet. Santana still struggling in this championship battle.
Santana Garrett fights back with the back elbow and now the boot right into the face of the Classmaster, trying to dismantle the WOW World's Champion is Garrett.
The boot gave her a second. The boot gave her a second.
Back handspring elbow.
Look at that, though. Typically, she's able to take right off from that. Oh, she went right after Samantha Smart and kicks the foot from Smart, but the Classmaster takes advantage of it.
Classmaster with the DDT, the hook of the leg, and Garrett kicks out. Yes, yes. Garrett's still in this matchup. The Classmaster with the DDT. I thought that was over with, David.
Certainly everyone in the building did tonight.
And now the Classmaster trying to pick up where she left off. You can see the look of disappointment now as Garrett shoves off the Classmaster now into the ropes, the O'Connor roll attempt. But Santana Garrett, it's a wake-up call with that rise and shine. And Garrett with the super kick, sending the Classmaster down to the canvas, and Garrett, the Muda lock, it's locked in. The Classmaster so far away from that bottom rope. Will she be able to make the Classmaster tap?
Holy smokes, what's this?